What's going on? We back. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more, man. We um got a lot of live streams coming today, man. I plan on at least doing two more live streams, possibly one more, but um it depends because uh we got a really special boxing live stream coming today. Um we're gonna talk about the state of boxing in this video. Well, the next live stream. Right now, we talk about the state of rap right now, and highlighted by the Pusha T and the Drake beef. What's going on, Denard Reed? We talk about the Pusha T and the Drake beef. Let me know you in the building. Um, you know, it's definitely look at it from a lot of people, different perspective. Today, everybody is just listening to listening to what a guy saying, or he got beef, or oh, you heard he said that. It's not even taking in the fact that when you in a rap beef, is it factual? Is what he's saying is factual? I mean, you can say he got him, but did he really get him? He's saying, "Oh, you talk about the dope that you sold, and your brother said, is that facts, or are you just going about what he's saying? Is he making up shit? Because I've never heard nobody pull a Pusha T's whole card, bro, for real. And at the same time, I mean, when you writing a beef, you know, it's personal. Drake is not the best, absolutely not. Drake is absolutely not the best. He the best what? He's the best rap entertainer? That's what it had to be. Because he's not in the same class as real rappers though. You can't put him in a class with Eminem. You can't put him in a class with Cole. You can't put him in Kendrick. You can't put him with DMX. You can't put him with Kiss. You can't put him with Fab. You can't put him with Rakim. You can't put him with KRS One. You can't put him with Ice Cube. You can't put him in that class, bro. He not in that class. He in the same class as Dr. Dre, Swiss Beats. He in that type of class. That's what y'all are realizing. It matters if you write your own shit. He's a great songwriter. He puts songs together. He's a great writer. Don't get me wrong. He's a great he's not a great writer, but he puts songs together. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about if you put Pusha T and Drake in the same room and say go bar from bar, who you think gonna win? You know what I'm saying? You tell them niggas go in the room and go bar for bar. Pusha T, he's not a mainstream artist though. To be honest, he's not a mainstream artist. Um, oh yeah, oh he was for real. That's what's up. I didn't know he was in Ann Arbor. Probably was doing some talking. Drake eat his ear up. What? Eat his ear ass up. How do you eat somebody up? I mean, I was just trying to figure out, bro. I mean, how do you eat somebody up if you didn't write it? Probably. Let's keep it real. Do you believe Drake wrote those rhymes, bro? How much songs do he write? Anytime that comes into question, that somebody he's stealing whole songs from people, I don't take him serious, bro. And people act like Drake is handing out L's. Drake has took more L's than anybody. Seriously. Yeah, he make better music, no doubt. No doubt. When you say you make music, yeah. But when you talk about MCing and rap beef, he's not authentic. This is the same guy that got beat up by Puffy for stealing a song from Puffy. Y'all know that? He got beat up by Puffy for stealing a song from Puffy. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Cole's dislocated his arm. So all that tough shit that he rapping on wax, he not about that in real life, bro. Ain't this the same guy that Lil Wayne like smacked the backstage and chastised him at one point? Ain't this the same guy that lost his girl to Meek? Is that your world tour? That's your girl tour? Okay, that's your world tour, girl tour, but guess what? He lost. He lost a girl. That's the whole point. He was battling over a bitch. Then he lusting over Rihanna. She hit him with the highlight stick and rejected him. So don't try to hide up his insecurities, man. Man fans. Yeah, man fans. You know? You're right. Kanye never wrote nothing. I'll give you that. Kanye is way worse than Drake. He's way worse than Drake, but you gotta put it to into effect that Kanye West is a dope producer. He's in the same class as Dr. Dre too. He's a dope producer. So at the end of the day, I mean, we'll see what Pusha T say. He's not even worth the rebuttal. I just find it funny that he dropped a 7-track album. He disses Drake on one of the tracks. And then Drake responds like that, and then it's fake rap beef. Let me just put it to that. It seems to be fake rap beef. Just to sell records. You know, Drake is the female, is a female. Pusha T not much better. Does Kanye write his own? No, Kanye stole. Kanye first ghostwriter was Rhyme Fest, and then Amber Rose said Travis Scott wrote some of his stuff. Kanye West, he acts like he writes his stuff, but he don't. I can tell you all the rappers that don't, they're pretty much like him. Dr. Dre didn't write a lot of this stuff. Easy E, we know he didn't write nothing. Puffy's another one, but really they never claimed to do that. Jay-Z wrote Still Dre for Snoop and Dr. Dre. I can imagine he wrote 3 songs. I can imagine Kanye West don't have no creativity. But Drake need assistance though, and that's documented. You hear several Royce da 5'9" say, I can't put him up there with the best lyricists if he don't write his songs. And then when Charlamagne exposed him and said when he came to the Breakfast Club and he made them notice that he was reading his rhymes off the BlackBerry. So because it was rumors going around he didn't write his own his records. So he's reading it off the BlackBerry, like, to saying, look, I wrote this. This is me. I mean, you can take it for whatever you want to take it for. But at the end of the day, he has 0 classic albums. Drake has no 1 classic album. Not 1. I mean, what line? I mean, come on, man. Big, he didn't bite off Big. Y'all can say, oh, he said this big line, but plenty of rappers rebuttal people lines, though. Plenty of people rebuttal people lines. You know what I'm saying? Some guy said rhyme and said just like he did. He didn't bite his whole song, though. So Kanye been in the game 18 years, just like there are casual boxing fans and there are casual. Exactly. A lot of these fans are casual fans. Take Care is not a classic, bro. Take Care is not a classic. And at the same time, I just asked, did people think Take Care was better than Word of Mouth from Ludacris? And unanimously, they said Ludacris Word of Mouth is better than Take Care. And do people put Ludacris Word of Mouth universally in a classic? I don't know. I think that's a slept-on album. Take Care is not a classic album. That's his best album, but it's not a classic. Would you put that with Ready to Die? Would you put that with Illmatic? Would you put that with Reasonable Doubt? Would you put that with The Blueprint? You know what I'm saying? Would you put that even with an album like The Chronic? You wouldn't put that in that class. Hell is Hot, Dark, whatever the hell that DMX album. No, you're not putting them as classics. That's not a classic rap album. That might be a classic pop album because he has singing songs on there. That's not a rap album. Drake is a pop artist, bro. And I know a lot of people like him because y'all like to dance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like to move and dance and go to the club. He's a club artist. He's in the same class as a Future. That they are comparable. He's in the same class as a Future. That's his class. That make you move, that make you dance type of rap. How kids get the fuck out of here. At the end of the day, it's not a classic album, bro. That's not a classic. Nobody goes back and says, oh, let me go back and listen to Take Care and hear it again. Nobody does that shit, man. There's very, very seldom classic rap albums nowadays. Very, very. Unless you want to change the standards and say, oh, by today's standards, Take Care is a classic. Okay, you can say that. But on the grand scheme of hip-hop, nobody's putting Take Care in the hip-hop box. Nobody's saying, okay, let's say if I had 50 albums to put in my hip-hop box, I'm going to put Take Care in there. Absolutely not. MC Hammer sold 10 million records. Do you see people putting, it's Hammer time, whatever it was, Hammer don't put, no, record sales don't mean nothing. And if you want to go to Grammys and accomplishments, that don't mean nothing either. Will Smith got a fucking Grammy over. Who the fuck he get a Grammy over? Can't remember who it was. Biggie never got a Grammy. Tupac never got a Grammy. Jay-Z went, I think one of Jay-Z albums almost went diamond. Do you consider Jay-Z better than Big? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't compare record sales because popularity. Record sales is mean you crossed over. That's what that means. I mean, you crossed over and you got a pop type of following. That's what that means. Just a lot of people follow you, man. I knew about Easy and Drake surprised J. Rowe, still Drake. Snoop thought he was legit, like his freestyle, but thought he. I mean, yeah, Snoop tried to play it off like I remember he came out. I forgot what album it was. He said he let the young guys write for him. He never let nobody write for himself. Well, obviously Jay-Z wrote the whole Still Dre, so that's nothing new. Yeah, of course his body of work is more than Big, but he's not considered a better rapper than Biggie. He don't have one album that's better than Ready to Die or Life After Death in most people's opinion. I mean, the Blueprint is my favorite Jay Z album. Some people go to Black Album. You know, some people even go back to Reasonable Doubt. But when Reasonable Doubt came out, it wasn't really popping. You know, when Nas dropped Illmatic, I think it was like 94, 93. It dropped the same year as Ready to Die, and Illmatic is in a lot of people's top three greatest rap albums of all time. You never heard somebody say, "Oh, Drake, Take Care." Oh shit, that's like the top. It's one of the greatest rap albums I ever heard. No, it's like I could probably name if I had a list in front of me, legitimately the last 18 years. Take Care might be up there in the top 100. I really can't think the top 20, but if you're talking about the grand scheme of things, it's not better than America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube. You know, it's not better than Doggy Style. It's not better than Chronic. It's not better than Ill. It's not better than Ready. It's not better than It Was Written. It's not better than Reasonable Doubt. It's not better than The Blueprint. Like I said, it's not better than Word of Mouth. I don't think it's better than T.I.'s Paper Trail. I don't think it's better than the first Jeezy album. That's just my opinion there. Um, you know, that's just great albums. Nas' brother helped him write. I never heard that. I know Nas wrote "Get Jiggy with It." I do know that. But a lot of those rappers have credits to guys writing on their songs though. That is true. If you go look at the credits of a song, or if you ever had an album, it's credits to people writing the song. I'm not saying it was. It never said it was T.I.'s best album. I said Take Care wasn't better than Paper Trail. It wasn't better than Paper Trail. That's a fact. It wasn't. It might have been better than I'm Serious, because that was T.I.'s first album. A lot of people slept on that. It might have been better than I say it was better than he was real Southern at the time. But yeah, but what enamors people is people just throwing out lines and shit. It's not factual. I mean, you go back and look at Ice Cube's diss to NWA, No Vaseline. That was facts. That's what made that diss song good. Back to Back by Drake, that was so overrated. He had a good line in there, and the rest of the song was garbage. But he did beat Meek. That's no shame in that. He beat Meek, but at the end of the day, I mean, Meek left with the girl. That's what people forgetting about. I mean, Drake rap and is rapping about tricking off girls and giving girls money. He's a lame. He's the poster child for lame ass niggas. Real talk. Listen to his songs. It's great music, but when you get to decipher the lyrics and actually sit back and say, "Damn, did that nigga just say that? I paid this bitch whole tuition for a lap dance or some shit." Well, I'm just saying shit. You look like that nigga's a lame ass nigga. Same nigga that's doing that shit out there. We calling him lame folk, but he rapping about doing lame nigga shit, and he get a G pass. No, because the beat hot and shit of that nature. No, he gets no play in my ride for that one. Like I said, he make great music. He do. He's good at putting some songs together. You know what I'm saying? So is DJ Khaled. Take Care had hit singles, still on the radio. Pusha T. I mean, why do y'all keep saying Pusha T was never in the streets like his brother said that? I mean, maybe he wasn't. I'm not sure. I never heard nobody pull his whole car. I know his brother's a religious rapper right now. I know he's a religious rapper. I don't know. But he's definitely a better rapper than Malice. I don't care what y'all say. I had the first clip CD. He's a better rapper than Malice. I don't know why his brother was stepping on his whole toes. I heard an interview he did with the Breakfast Club. I didn't hear that being a part of the interview, but that'd be nice to know. I like to see that interview because I just can't go by word of mouth. But at the end of the day, Drake has took more L's than any rapper. I mean, with the losing to Rihanna, with fighting with Chris Brown. I forgot about the Chris Brown saga that he had with Chris Brown. But it's only two real new good. I ain't gonna say two. But as far as the mainstream rappers, is Kendrick, is Cole, and then, I mean, who else do you have that's there? Haven't lost. He hasn't battled nobody, bro. Who has he battled to say, Did he beat a Kendrick Lamar? No. Then when when he's about to battle Eminem, he apologized live on stage. Oh no, I don't want beef with Eminem. Who whole card has he really pulled? Who did he really beat in the rap battle? Meek. Meek don't seem to be a battle rapper. Meek make good albums, but I never seen Meek as a battle rapper. Did he beat a Jay-Z? Did he beat an Eminem? Did he beat a Kendrick? Did he beat a Cole? Did he beat a Jay Electronica? No, he didn't. Did he beat a Jadakiss? Would he dare to battle with Jadakiss? No, he wouldn't, cause Jadakiss would murder that nigga. The people on his motherfucking his resume that he battled it's light. He said, oh, he dissed this guy. He picks and chooses his battles very, very wisely. He does. I mean, what is Pusha? I mean, at the end, you said How Button, battle How Button. I don't know what you're talking about. Joe Button. I mean, I don't think he would beat Joe Button. I don't know if he battled Joe Button. I know they had some words. I won't call it a battle. Meek beat him. Hold on, comment. Beat him. Meek beat him. I mean, come on, do anybody look at Pusha T as he's a good rapper, but ain't nobody looking at Pusha T like that, man. Like I said, man, it's only a handful of top lyricists right now, man. That's Kendrick, that's Cole, that's Big Crit, and I might be forgetting the guy too that's in there. You know what I'm saying? As far as the new school, it's not a lot of great lyricists out there. Yeah, Drake is a rapper and not an MC, and I think that's what the disconnect is at with me and some of these people that like Drake. He's a hip hop, he's a pop rapper. That's what I call him, a hip hop pop rapper. He's a pop rapper. He's not an MC. It's a huge difference. MC has they real lyricists, they real bars. It's real thought to their meaning. They saying real shit. That's why the East Coast don't embrace Drake. A Meek Mill background is battle rapper. I couldn't tell. What's going on, Ronaldo? I can't tell that Meek Mill background was battle rapping. Cause he went on Fuck Master Flex supposed to drop that shit. I mean using battle look battle rapping. Let me see, battle rapping and rap beef is two different things as well too, Denard. Rap battle is like, I seen Meek in the streets going head up with niggas and Cassidy going head up with niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's like battle rapping. Me right here, Cassidy and Freeway going back and forth. You look at, on Wax, if you give Drake some time to write some shit up or his ghostwriters to write some shit up, it's hard. Of course, he get an opportunity to jot some shit down and go, word for word. Now you put, Eminem was in the Freestyle Olympics. Now you talk about something like that, where you up on stage and you battle a nigga across from you, Drake will get ate alive, dog. Drake will get ate alive. Yep, lyricist, Candace, and storytelling. Storytelling. A lot of these dudes don't have storytelling in they raps no more. A lot of guys don't. And that's the reason why Kendrick and J. Cole and Big Crit is able to shine so much, because a lot of the dudes that know the craft of the rap game, they still like that, man. Everybody like females now. These dudes out here is like females. They just want to go to the club, get high, listen to the beat, and listen to the song. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really, listening to the rap that's giving you the real food for thought and the real ingredients you need, to continue to let you grow. East Coast fuck with... No, they don't. The East Coast do not like Drake. They do not like him. Like, there's certain women out there, he don't get no respect on the East Coast. Funk Master Flex tried to kill him. Charlamagne the God tried to kill him. They don't fuck with Drake out there on the East like that. As far as the aficionados. They never had... Nobody would dare to challenge Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, bro. Nobody... I mean, Jay Electronica threw some shots at J. Cole, but he knew better than the rebuttal with him. You don't hear nobody come at Kendrick neck. Ain't nobody stupid. Drake would dare not do that to come to Kendrick. Drake would dare not go to... He might try Cole. What's going on, Black British boxing fan? He might try J. Cole, but he not going to try Kendrick. You see, he picked... Okay, Pusha T. What happened when Common came at fucking Drake neck? Did y'all hear a rebuttal at that? Common said, you Canada dry. He said one line of that nigga Drake, and Drake didn't say nothing else. Because, he know Common background. A lot of guys don't know. Like, they think Common, he an actor, this, and he battled the whole the West Coast connection. and held his own. Drake couldn't handle Common right now. Drake couldn't handle Mos Def right now. Drake couldn't handle Black Thoughts right now. Now we getting into a class of rappers that y'all really don't know about or really don't want to get into it with. Those was real rappers, but rap has its place for everything. Rap has a place for mumble rap, to be honest. Rap has a place for Drake as a good songwriter. Rap has a place for DJ Khaled, a nigga that don't have no talents but can put together good songs for artists. On the road, man, he did not. No, he did not kill Common. No, he did not. No, he did not. He dare not say nothing to Common. After that Canada Dry shit, he didn't say nothing else about the nigga. Like, here we go right here. Curtis Anderson, at Orlando Williams. I'm from the East Coast. We don't like Drake at all. Only high school girls like Drake. That's what it is on the East Coast. They don't fuck with Drake. I'd have been there twice in the past calendar year, man. And I've been to different venues and parties. I barely hear Drake play there. I heard that little dyke chick played more than him. That same song over and over again. Joe Budden. He's not in that class. He can never be in that class. And that's the lower tier level of expert rappers. That's just for no matter, he can make 1,000 more albums and they can go all triple platinum. He had never had a clout in the lyricist and the respect that Beanie Siegel got. Same for Jadakiss. Same for Styles P. Same for Talib Kweli. Hopefully I said his name right. He had never had that respect that those Papoose. He would never have that type of respect. Big L. He had never had that type of respect. Big Pun. Niggas that don't even got one album, don't even have an album out that's deceased. He could never get that amount of respect on the East Coast. He'd never get that respect. Because once he got out that he stole 0 to 100, and that Quentin Miller dude was writing records and he wasn't writing his own records, it was a wrap. Now if the nigga say I just wrote the hook, I can respect that. Because a hook is hard to come by. Anybody just can't write the hook. Or he just said, I just gave him that line. I can respect that. But niggas stealing whole songs and stealing whole songs from Puff. From Puffy. Puffy sent you a beat to make sent you a little sample to make your song, sent you a beat, and you stole the whole song. And then you got beat up by Puffy. So all this tough shit you talking, this internet, is internet beef. You feel me? It's internet beef. Because when you see Drake, do you see anybody that's gonna cringe at Drake? No, somebody will beat the fuck out of his light skinned ass. Good morning, new subscriber. Glad I caught this live stream. Long Beach, California. Shout out to Long Beach. Lil Bracy, glad to have you, bro. Don't forget we got a boxing stream coming on later tonight. Oh, Orlando. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Orlando Williams. That's my nigga in real life. Yeah, I couldn't hop on the other night. Fucking back fucked up. But if y'all do a podcast today or tomorrow, I hop on that shit. I hop on that shit. But yeah, man, it's different levels to this shit, man. It really is. Like Dr. Dre, like, I guess at the time people was fooled about, him, writing his own rhymes. We know the DOC wrote his rhymes, since NWA all the way to the Chronic. Dr. Dre never perpetrated or faked the funk in a way that Kanye West did. You could tell, but after a while, you could tell Kanye West was using the ghostwriter because Kanye West, his sound changed too much from, College Dropout and, Through the Wire, all those type of songs. People love Kanye West. But then he went to the Twisted Fantasy. It was the 808 Heartbreaks. That was a great production. Kanye West might be a top producer, one of the top 5 or 7 producers. You probably can make an argument for him being number 1 producer. So at the end of the day, he did produce the musical part of the song. But he didn't write his rhymes, and people act like he did. He stole Jesus Walks from Rhymefest, and Rhymefest is the guy who beat Eminem in the Rap Olympics. Even though Kanye West's version sounded a lot better than the original version, but he did steal it. You know what I'm saying? Well, he did buy it from him, and he moved on to Travis Scott. Like Yeezus, that was a terrible album. I like Bound 2 was the only song I liked on that album. I just couldn't get into the heavy metal shit. But Kanye West is at the point where he's an entity. He's a brand. Whatever he do is gonna do well for him. So but you knew he couldn't rap though. We can go into some rap stories. We knew he couldn't rap when he first joined Rockefeller and Jay-Z only wanted for the beats, and they said he couldn't rap and they didn't want to sign him a deal to Rockefeller because he couldn't rap. All of a sudden he could rap and they could sign him to a deal. Um, Drake is, come on, how can you say he the best rapper? He's not the best rapper. You can say he's the best hip hop rapper. He's not a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. He's not a better rapper than J. Cole. He's not a better rapper than Big Crit. Come on, he's not the best rapper. And if you want to go down, he's still not better than Fabulous. He's still not better than Jay-Z. He's still not better than some of the old heads that's hanging around that should be gone. He makes good music. Very, very good music, but you forgetting one critical part. Drake is going to get the ultimate push because he is Jewish. Don't forget that. He gets the ultimate push because he's Jewish. The Jewish people control the whole entertainment, business. So he going to get that extra push. Ain't nobody hating on Drake. This is the point that he got exposed as a fraud, and then he's a lame. He's like a poster boy child for lame rappers, bro. Listen to his lyrics. He talks about tricking and loving chicks and I want to be with you and this and like listen to him. It's like lame boy rap. On a good beat. It's lame boy rap. You know what I'm saying? Pop artist. Yeah, he's a pop artist, man. He's basically the new generation LL Cool J. He's the new generation LL Cool J. LL Cool J got the same flack, but instead of male groupies, like my boy said from New York, he got, female groupies like LL had. Drake got male groupies. But like I said, you can't take shit from him. He made good songs. Top 5. Pop, Big. Oh, man. Pop, Big. I would waffle on 4 and 5. I'll just say Nas, Jay, and Rakim. Those are my solid top 5. But, a lot of people sleep on T.I. though, too, man. T.I. got a dope discovery, in my opinion. Nobody glorifies tricking though, like Drake. Nobody falls in love with a woman and loses their woman to a second or third tier type of rapper, Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that happen a lot. That's like Jay-Z losing Beyonce to fucking Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Beyonce, but she going with Gucci. Come on, man. He started a whole battle with a dude over a woman, bro. He went over a woman that he worked closely with. He was in the studio with. Told her he wanted to marry her. He loved Nicki Minaj and then lost her to motherfucking Meek. And Meek got her off of Safari. He couldn't even snatch her from Safari. He couldn't snatch her. No, Drake was mad because he took Nicki Minaj. That was the whole point of the beef. And then he lost Nicki Minaj. He fumbled the chick, right? He fumbled the girl. And Meek still couldn't pick the girl up. He still couldn't get her. Future started messing with her. Now Eminem messing with her. He tried to get Rihanna and Chris Brown with Rihanna. He lost. Chris Brown beat the bitch ass. He still couldn't get her after that. He couldn't even be the guy that came in there and kind of tried to be try to get a girl at the fetal position, the fetal point she was in. Oh yeah, I love you, baby. I know Chris Brown hit you over them ramen noodles or hit you while y'all was driving because you did this. Come show me some love. And he got played by Rihanna, man. And then let's talk about he was with Serena Williams. That shit was so bad. She went to go marry a motherfucking Arab. I was talking to a girl in Brooklyn, Cool G Rap. She was telling me he was in her top 5. I think he was like 3. Chuck D definitely. KRS-One. Scarface, The Diary. That was a great album. Nas. Chuck D was very underrated. What was that second Public Enemy album? The Black Steel. I was just playing that shit the other day. That was a 5 mic album, legitimately. But when you go as far as with KRS-One, people forget that he was like one of the dopest battle rappers. But when you go into the 80s, late 70s, into the 80s, a lot of people forget those guys in the early 80s. And I'm probably suspect of that. People forget those guys because Kool Moe Dee was one of the most dopest rappers out there as well, too. Kool Moe Dee was sweet. Then you had your Houdinis. Some people like Houdini, some people didn't. Run DMC is very, very slept upon. They was innovative of a lot of things. They was sweet. But then kind of when NWA DJ Quick came out, and they kind of put the West Coast on the map. They ushered that shit in, and that's kind of when the West kind of took over the power from the East. That's kind of the first time in rap that the power from the East shifted to another coast. And then Cube put it on his back, and then you continue to have Quick putting on his back. Then you had other artists, Snoop put it on his back, then Dre, then Snoop. Then you had the Dog Pound, then you had Corrupt, even though Corrupt was from Philadelphia. The West Coast changed the sound of rap. Not only at the time did they change the sound of rap and dominated the early '90s, but then you had the East Coast coming back with guys like Mobb D, guys like it was just on top of my head, man. Shit. Man, I just forgot the guy name. Oh, Wu-Tang. You had guys like Wu-Tang. I mean, you had, Biggie came in, Nas came in, Jay came in. I mean, the '90s was like, it was jam packed, bro. It was a jam packed era. I think that was forever gonna be the peak of '90s rap. I mean, the '90s rap is gonna be the peak of rap. Early '90s you still had Big Daddy Kane, even though he was more of an '80s guy. Rakim. I mean, Eric B and Rakim. You had a lot of good. It was a lot of good. AZ underrated. I was listening to him the other day. You had a lot of good competition. Today it's not a lot of good competition, man. The craftsmanship of penmanship, and that he was found out Meek Drake fucked her and Drake didn't shot him up. I don't believe that, man. That nigga Drake was mad over that bitch, dog. Period. He was mad over old girl. Cause then he was going at Chris Brown over Rihanna. He mad at nigga. Man, come on, man. I don't believe that. Why would Meek be mad because Drake fucked her? Cause she was with Safari at first. And Meek drop snitched on Safari to get Nicki. That was greasy too, though. So I ain't gonna leave out the facts. J. Cole and them having diss Drake either. I mean, why would they go out their way to diss Drake though? What has Drake done? You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna go out their way to diss him for what? And then people say, oh, they just using him to sell their album. See how you using Drake? I mean, a king don't chase a peasant in my Deontay Wilder voice. A king don't chase a peasant. Kings don't chase, gimmicks. And Drake is a gimmick as far as a rapper. Nobody takes him serious as a bar writer. He's a good songwriter. He got good features. I mean, he give you the best features. Him and 2 Chainz are the best feature rapper right now. If you want a feature and you want that bitch to be tight, you call 2 Chainz a Drake. But yeah, I like Chuck D. Yeah, he deep. Scarface underrated. It takes a nation of a million to hold us back. Yep. Tupac, Big, Soulja Slim. I hear Soulja Slim get a lot of respect. Snoop Dogg and Cube. Yeah, Cube get left out, man. Cube is probably one of the most integral parts of rap. Cube is probably the most other than Dre with the production and DJ Quick and Ice Cube was really the driving force of that gangster rap shit. He created a whole genre of rap. Eminem, man, I just can't listen to him no more. I'm sorry. But I definitely wouldn't. I can't diss nobody putting Eminem in their top 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like Immortal Techniques. Boot Camp, big in New York. I gotta check him out. I like, I heard Tekashi 6ix9ine song in New York for the first time. When I went out to the Adrian Broner fight. I thought it was mystical. Cause I think Javante Tank Davis walked out to a Tekashi 6ix9ine song. And then Broner walked out to 2 fights later. And I said, I didn't know something to talk to my mans next to me. I said, I had never heard of the nigga. I said, is this mystical? He said, no, it's Tekashi 6ix9ine. The little nigga don't look like he don't sound like he look. So of course anything gonna sound good over some speakers though. You know what I'm saying? They got a good beat. Top 5 diss track, that's tough. I put Cannabis up there, No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up, How You Like Me Now by Kool Moe Dee. My 5th one, that'd be a tough one. I just don't, not in order, but those are good ones. Q flow and lyrics are unreal. Yeah, he evolved too. You know what I'm saying? He really did evolve. He was writing all that shit at a point in time. Eazy-E. That all Eazy-E shit, the Straight Outta Compton verse. I mean, people say, oh, Eazy-E had the best verse on Straight Outta Compton. I say, oh shit, Ice Cube. They go Easy or Ice Cube 1 and 2, but Ice Cube wrote both of the verses, so it don't matter. Ice Cube won. You know, they thought MC Ren was gonna be able to fill that void. Ice Cube took off. Him and Quick and NWA, they powered near that gangster shit, man. And what's so funny about it, people talking about, you know, Drake and shit like that. They, like I said, he's Jewish. He gonna get the biggest push. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jewish, they control all the entertainment, so they gonna push their own. NWA didn't have a radio push like that. They shit was so cold that it just traveled across the nation. It just word of mouth. It was organic. It was word of mouth. You know? Takashi is not, he's a lesbian. I don't know nothing about him, bro. I seen him at the Barclays Center. Yeah, niggas is pussy whipped these days. But niggas is pussy whipped because the women are now being the dependent of the house. They the dependent person of the independent person of the house. The niggas are the dependents of the house. So when Drake get to rapping about I love her and I need her, niggas can relate to that now. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas can relate to King of the Hill. You know, it's a good. It's a lot of good. It's some. You know, it's some good rappers still out here, man. But some of these old niggas shouldn't still be rap. Jay-Z shouldn't be still rapping rap verses. You know, and you know, Fabulous should be long gone. He should be able, you know, Styles P and most definitely end up retiring for rap. You know. Oh yeah, my bad. One of my top ones is Ether, man. And then, you know, to put the Takeover in there too. I forgot about them too. Ether and Takeover. Cool Mo D. This, I think How You Like Me Not Only this L Cool J. That's one of mine. Cannabis. You know that's the only song he had. I just slipped my mind the title of it. Hit 'em Up. I mean, for me, I Hit 'em Up is a little bit over. I ain't gonna say it's overrated. It kind of hurt me. It kind of hurt me a little bit though. You know, it kind of I didn't want to see Big and Pac going together. Like that's why I put Who Shot You in there too. I kind of would take that out. You know, just me personally. Cause I didn't like. I'm glad I ain't like. Oh shit, you got Compton City G's. Compton City G's is a good one. Dre Day is a good one. It's 1,000 good diss songs, man. Once you get the flow on, but Ether, To Break of Dawn, The Bitch in You, Jack the Ripper, Ride on Jigga, top 5 diss songs. Kumo D, Let's Go. Kumo D was a motherfucker, man. Ludacris was nice back. Oh yeah, Ludacris. Some of my friends were saying, "Oh, Ludacris was corny," but I like Young Thug. I said, "Shut up, motherfucker, man. You don't hold no weight, nigga." Yeah, Ludacris had a nice run because back for the first time for Ludacris, if y'all remember, dollars. Oh yeah, dollars and cents. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey, that's up there, dog. That's up there. DJ Quick, that's up there. You left out the G because the G ain't in you. he went on MC8 ass on that one, dog. That I play that song. I play that song all the time. You know, Be Real was nice. Hit 'em Up. I just don't. I mean, that's up there, but I just I'm not looking back on it, man. 300 bars game. Yeah, that was a good one. Was that the one with game rap like just 300 bars straight? I think that was a good one. Back to back, nah. Back to back, hell no, hell no. Back to back, that ain't the top 10 this song, man. I'm sorry, man. You can keep your Drake on that one. They had a catchy line. Now, if you say the most catchy is this line, it might have been up there, but no, because you can go Compton City G's. You know, some people think it was corny, but I like Compton City G's. Dre Day was better than that. Hit 'em Up. Who Shot You was better than that. Ether was better than that. The Takeover was better than that. It was a lot of more diss songs better than that one, dog. The Cannabis one, that was a good one as well. It was a lot of good ones, man. No Vaseline was another great one. That was great. That was a lot of great ones. Hit 'em Up used to be my favorite diss song, but as I got older, it a bit cheesy. Ether, No Vaseline, Real Cheese is top 3. Yeah, real. Yeah. To me, it was cheesy, man. It was just like he had a lot of animosity because of what happened and shit. Tim Dog Tim Dog can eat a big fat dick. Hey, Snoop killed that nigga with one line, bro. He killed his whole career with one line. But yeah, that was his only song. That was his only hit, Tim Dog. He went hard on that one though. So if you gonna get the first blow in, you ain't gonna get no more blows. You want that to be your first blow though. Who Shot You? It wasn't a diss song, but it was looked as a rebuttal. I look at it as a rebuttal. You may be right. It was more of a rebuttal to Pac than a diss. But it was more like, nigga, don't nigga shot you and shit like that. But people took it as a diss. Yeah, 300 bars, that was sweet. But But yeah, this song is a part of hip hop though, man. But when you look at it though, the best diss songs were truly factual. It was truly beef. Like No Gasoline, that was factual. Dre Day, that was factual. But Dre Day just make easy pay day. Compton City G's, that was factual. You know, they had real beef. I'm not talking about like real, beef that spilled outside the booth as far as guns, knife, and killing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They just had real personal beef. We know what the beef was with Cube. We know what the beef was with Big, and then we know what the beef was about LL Cool J and Cannabis, about him ripping the mic off his arm and shit like that, and shit like that. But we know what them shit was about. Wasn't nobody battling Wu-Tang though. Wasn't nobody battling Wu-Tang. I'll tell you that. All 700 of them niggas would have came at your head. I remember one of the dudes from Bone Thugs and Harmony, the one I could never remember his name. Not Crazy, Lazy. Not the brown one, the bigger one, the bigger one, not the skinny one. He said they was at a party at Def Jam back in I guess it was the 90s, and he said that I guess they was at an East Coast party. It was a Def Jam party, and I guess he was invited, whatever. He was there chilling and shit. Wishbone, that's his name. It was Wishbone, and he said they was at the party and shit. What up, Derek Williams? And in the East Coast niggas, this was when the West Coast and the East Coast beef was boiling, and they seen Wishbone there, and they looked at them niggas as West Coast niggas because they was with Easy, they was out there. So Ghostface Killer went and put on a ninja suit and chased that nigga around with a real sword, dog. He tried to cut that nigga with a real sword. Hey dog, that was the funniest fucking rap story I ever heard. And then the other one was the other one was when Redman said him how he talked about MC Hammer Mama or some shit on his first album. And Redman is actually in Eminem's like top 5 lyricists of all time, like top 10. Redman, Corrupt. It's a lot of guys that people sleep on. Reggie Noble. Redman is an incredible artist, from DJ to production now to his lyricists. He's one of the most unforgotten heroes of rap. You know what I'm saying? People forget how good Redman was in the 90s, but I'm pretty sure niggas from Jersey know. But he was telling a story about how he dissed MC Hammer Mama on his album. MC Hammer pulled up on a nigga like, "Don't you ever talk about my mama like that." He was about to put hands on him. He said, "Yes, sir, Mr. MC Hammer." Now, don't get MC Hammer fucked up. He was a gimmick. He could dance and he could sell. He went diamond, I believe. He was a gimmick, but MC Hammer wasn't no hoe. MC Hammer was from Oakland. Oakland got some of the Muddy Waters dope album. Y'all gotta go check. He released that shit already. If he released it, I'll go download it in a minute. I might even pay for it. But East Coast, going west in Oakland, they got some of the game spitters too. When you go to Too Short, you go to E40 is one of the most underrated rappers. I remember Biggie talked shit about him in Canada. You know what I'm saying? He said that E40 whack. He was drunk. He came over to Sacramento, I think it was. And, he thought he was about to just talk shit about E40. And E40 said that everything that Biggie had rapped about at the time, he had already done it. He said, I did all that shit that he rapped about. So he said he could say I was whack, but long story short, he called him whack in Canada. Biggie called 40 whack in Canada. And 40, it wasn't even 40. The niggas Biggie was in Sacramento, and niggas pulled up on E40 behalf and called E40. They said they about to kill Biggie. They about to kill Biggie then. So Puffy got on the phone and called E40 and begged E40 for a G-Pass, and E40 gave them a G-Pass and told them niggas don't kill Biggie. So that just lets you know what type of clout E40 got. E40 come to Detroit all the time. You can just see E40. I ain't talking about like just going to the casino. This nigga be at the liquor store, signing liquor Slurricane autographs and shit. He one of the authentic niggas and rap. You know what I'm saying? You talk about Yo Gotti. It's another nigga. Niggas might not like him. I thought White Friday was the great. Like 2 years ago, that was one of the best, my favorite rap album that year. I think Sorry for the Wait just had came out the next kind of calendar year. I'm not Sorry for the Wait, but the J. Cole, Sorry for if you waiting for the whatever the fuck that album. It was a good album, but I like Yo Gotti's album better. Even if you could put that with that one, that's just my opinion on that. But Yo Gotti's another guy that's very, very thorough. You know, Gotti is a real rapper. You know what I'm saying? You know what but you hear. I mean, I had different people. I go to different hoods. You know, people in Indiana see that nigga in the hood. You know, niggas here. He a real dude, bro. He's a real dude, man, and really got it. You like that? You know what I'm saying? You know, top five rappers right now: Kendrick, Cole. I don't. Other than that, I gotta think about some niggas that still rap. Those are two I still listen to like that, like that. Even though I didn't like that last Cole album. Um, you know, some lower tier niggas I like. You know, is Dime Kennedy. He from out in California. I like him a lot. Always like, even though Wiz Khalifa really don't rap no more, I always like Wiz Khalifa since Cushion Orange Juice, his rebirth. Um, I like Kevin Gates. You know, I know he's still in style. He's still, you know, being secluded to staying in Illinois until he handled his business. I always like him. Um, I like ASAP Ferg a lot. Um, you know, pretty much. I like a lot of some different. Big Crit also, he can fit in there as well. So it's hard for me to just go up top. I like ghetto ratchet music. A lot of people do. It's room for hood music. Bad Boy had no respect in New York. I heard that. That nigga don't have no. He got rid of all his artists. Use them. They said that's why they thought Puffy had something to do with Biggie murder because he has all of Biggie's royalties. You know, and he don't even give his family nothing. It could have been the case where he gave his family a lump sum and they ran through it and now they begging for more money. So you know how it is. So I can't even judge Puff on that. Yeah, I remember that story. Biggie was shaking, and shivering like a stripper. Yeah, you don't. There's certain niggas that you don't diss, but at the end of the day, you know, when you go west, I mean when you go east, you coming up in the industry, man. You don't know who real or who fake. You know what I'm saying? At the time, you know, a lot of these niggas said they sold dope and slang dope, and probably 85-90% of rappers that said they sold dope either lied or exaggerated about the dope they was selling. Real shit. They even lied or exaggerated about it. You know, so it's hard to decipher who really sold the dope and who really did what they did. But he just so happened to talk about a nigga that had did what he really did. Even though this nigga was a college nigga who went to Grambling State and E40 and be legit and all them. This nigga was a nigga that had the hood on lock. He was the wrong nigga to play with. You know, he was just one of them 10 percenters that, you know, he just fucked around and talked about, he missed the other 90%. He just talked about a 10 percenter nigga that was just, when I say 10% in this situation, I mean it's only 10% real niggas in rap. Right now it's slimmer than that because ain't no dope really out there, man. You know, ain't no dope really out there. You know, a lot of niggas couldn't even walk back through their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Drake, absolutely not. Drake is not a rapper. We could put him in the pop rapper category with Future, him. You know, he could be in that category of rapper. Drake is not the top rapper right now. Let's stop it on that one. Kendrick is better than Drake. Big Sean, I like Big Sean. He can be in there. Cole, after that album, I'm not gonna hold it against him. Tory Lanez, is he? I don't see him as a rapper. Tory Lanez is in that Future and Drake category. Them niggas is tweeners. You know, them niggas is tweeners, man. You know, everybody saying, "Oh, Drake destroyed Pusha." I mean, did y'all expect anything different? I mean, who was Pusha beat on wax? Seriously. I like Pusha T. I like that album Daytona. That Daytona album was better than Cole album KOD in my opinion. It was seven tracks long, but the production was crazy and the bars was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I heard Drake come back. It was nice. It was good. You know, but like I said, I don't. He just don't move me like that, man. He don't move me. Like Drake talking tough, cause I know if it spill outside the booth, if it become friction, or if I know if you put Pusha T and you put Pusha T and you put Drake on like and tell him to drop bars like right now, I know Pusha T gonna win. So I know Drake don't got it like that, bro. I just know it. Drake's penmanship credibility is shaky. I don't believe he's writing his rhyme, and yeah, I agree, man. He don't. He writes some of the stuff. You'd be crazy not to think he don't have a hand in some of the stuff, but I don't believe him. I don't believe that, man. Kendrick, Cole, and RJ. Yeah. Don Kennedy nice, man. California got some nice guys coming over. He's got what's the old boy name that Robert Burner now? I can't remember the guy's name. He rocked with Wiz Khalifa a lot. He used to. You know, he did. Wiz Khalifa, I don't know why he stopped rapping, man. I mean, a lot of those Taylor Allderdice, Orange Cushion Orange mixtape, man, he had a nice little vibe to those, man. It was more of a West Coast vibe. That's why him and Snoop kind of rubbed shoulders a lot. He had that West Coast laid back shit. He was a good artist, man, when he wanted to rap. Especially the song he had with Cameron. That was a good song as well, too. I heard Jim Jones' CD was flames. You know, they said Jim Jones' CD was really, really good, man. And I don't get caught up in this just rap beef shit, man. You know, this shit is all for sales and you know, shit like that, man. Real niggas don't feel Drake like that, man. When I say that's really in depth in rap and knows their history in rap and have a certain standard for their rappers, we don't put Drake in the real rapper category, you know. We don't put him over here with the real rappers, you know what I'm saying, with the real MCs. We put him over there with the rap pop rappers. He could be the king of the Lil Pumps, the Young Thugs, the niggas like that. You know, Lil Wayne is another guy that's a tweener. You know what I'm saying? The Nipsey Hussle, he another good one. But Lil Wayne is another tweener. When Wayne first came on his own, the Carter 1 and 2, after the Carter 2, you know, you could split him up like the number 8 Kobe and the number 24 Kobe. After the Carter 2, you know, Lil Wayne definitely reached for the pop rap albums, you know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, you still could respect his bars, you know what I'm saying? But before that, Carter 2 on back, Lil Wayne was a legend. That's a Hall of Fame, and he was an MC. He was a real MC then, you know, but he kind of changed pop, and it just got worse. And then he wanted to be a skateboard rock star. Then he got to talk about all lives matter. He like two different ways. Give me the Carter 2 and back Wayne. You know, practice his soul for riches. You know, he probably would have had an argument being a top 5 rapper because some of those, the Carter 1 was very underrated. Carter 2 was his best work. It was after that it was like, you know what I'm saying? Neck of the Woods, we did with Birdman, that verse was like chill shaking, you know what I mean? Bone shaking. You know, Jay-Z won. I ain't ranking them old niggas. If you talking about them old niggas, I ain't ranking them niggas. Them niggas had their day. Rick Ross, he another nigga who ain't never had a classic album. And somebody brought that to my attention. And that was crazy. Carter 3 was I bought it, but it was commercial. Put it to you that it was too commercial. That was too commercial. Carter 2 was his best work as far as I'm concerned. But Carter 3, that bitch had hits on it. It was a hit maker. But it was over with after that, bro. Because he never went back to his roots of being that New Orleans rap. He could never go back to New Orleans rapping like that. Like they would never respect him like that. You know, he gave up his penmanship for riches. You can't be mad at him though, man. You know, that Birdman took his riches. Jim Jones shit fire, best rap album of the year. I heard that shit, bro. I heard that shit. I'm gonna go get that shit. I tried to say Port of Miami was a classic. I got clown on that shit. I thought Port of Miami was a classic, but we agreed that it wasn't a classic. But Teflon Don, that was dope too, but you know, classic is something that's gonna resonate 20 years from now. That's how people look at the classic. You know, but I thought Port of Miami, I listen to that shit every day, bro. Port of Miami when that came out, the song with Cool and Dre, the White House, the Blow, that was with Cool and Dre. That bitch was, hey, I don't care, man. Maybe I'm gonna have to put that in the classic. The first one was crazy. Birdman took more than that. Yeah, he did. That was quite crazy though, man. You know, and people say Drake. Well, a lot of people got a problem with Drake as far as his rap out. If Drake was able, even with the songwriters, okay, we just talking about classic albums. You don't have to be a great class. You don't have to be a writer to have a great album. You know, to have a great album. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to write all the lyrics to have a great album. People will say that Kanye West had 4 great albums, whatever it was like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Chronic 2001 and Chronic, great albums. He didn't write them. DLC wrote wrote the original Chronic, and the Chronic 2001. I mean, it had different. Jay-Z was on it. DLC was on it. So you don't have to be a great rapper and have a classic album. I think if Drake really concentrated on rapping and just rap for a full album, people can put that album right now while his music is resonating with people. If he ever just took a rap and just did a rap album 1 through 12, he had to do but 12 tracks and just rap and don't sing on it, and just really took his interest to just really rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga just going bar for bar, bar for bar, bar for bar. That he would have a classic rap album. But when you hear about Take Care, The people, it was a good album. You know, him, Lord knows, Rick Ross and Drake. That was one of my favorite songs on the album. But then you go to the song when he introduced the Weeknd. He did break the Weeknd as well. Cruella, great song though. But then niggas like he singing, and then he did the song with Rihanna. He singing again. If Drake was able just to push his energy towards making a rap album 1 through 12 track, even if he did the 1 through 7 track, something like Untitled with Kendrick did, or something like what Pusha T did with Daytona, which P Diddy said that was a classic. Daytona, I like Daytona. You know, I gotta just keep listening to it. You don't become a classic for me listening to it, but obviously Diddy listened to it for a long time. You know, he said I had to go through it. Pusha T did an excellent job, and Kanye West just shows that he still reigns supreme as a producer. But if Drake was to actually just focus on making a rap album, it would definitely be considered as a classic rap album. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, DMX first two. Yeah, yeah. What was it? Hell is Hot and The Flesh of My Bones. Shit, you could say Grand Champ was a solid album as well too for him. You know, Drake, Nothing Was the Same. Great. That was a great album. That was a great album, not classic though. If you read It's Too Late, again, album so far gone. Classics are gone. Classic. I can't say classic was a Take Care was a classic. It could be a classic pop album. I'm gonna keep putting you to that. It's not a classic rap album. If he took his interest, his focus to making just a rap album, he would have one. But Nothing Was the Same. Yeah, I like that. I like the album. I like all Drake albums to be honest. Except for what's the one he just dropped before? I mean, what's the one he just dropped on? What it had all? It was had to, he was singing too much on that bitch. I just couldn't get with it. He was doing reggae shit. It was just something different that he did. But I ain't never really heard a bad, really Drake album. And that's something that you were credited to Drake. I'm not gonna just take all the credit away from Drake and say he ain't shit because to pick the right beat. You know what I'm saying? To have some guys can write. Get this together. Some guys can write, but it sounds better coming out somebody else's mouth. So his flow, no matter whoever writes it, it's like his own flow, his own vocal cords, his own. You get it? What I'm saying? He picking the beat, and then he making adjustments to the song. He was a great song. He lays out the song. He's great at picking songs and creating songs. So if he ever put his mind on making a straight rap album, he, you know what I mean? But why would he? He whatever he's doing right now, it works for him. But like I said, Nothing Was the Same and Take Care. It was really, really great classic pop rap albums. I never heard lyrics like Rakim's Let the Rhythm Hit. I never heard nobody rap and don't fucking cuss. He didn't cuss. It was about him and Big Daddy Kane back in the day. But Rakim was more of a street nigga. Big Daddy Kane was more of your Drake type of guy. Your ladies man, your LL Cool J, your Drake. That's with him. A lot of people a lot of the hood like Rakim because Rakim was more of a man he was more of an MC than Big Daddy Kane to some people as far as hard. Big Daddy Kane was more commercial appeal. But they both was amazing artists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rakim especially when the ghetto genius. Yeah, he had the hood. Big Daddy Kane had Brooklyn. Don't get it twisted. But he wasn't as hardcore. I mean, it was acquired taste. Basically, it was the same as Kendrick or Drake. Which one did you like? I don't want to put Big Daddy Kane, as far as putting the Drake persona, but it was kind of like what style Raekwon and Ghostface hated Big with the passion. I could imagine because he overshadowed them niggas. But Ghostface Killer was crazy, man. Raekwon was crazy too. Cubic Links, only built for Cubic Links. 400 Degrees by Juvenile. Yeah, that was a classic album. That was a classic. Juvie shit. That was the one Juvie. And then the other one he had too. The G Code it wasn't a classic, but I still got that shit. Rakim and Guru was 5 Percenters. Yep. I was just learning about the 5 Percenters by Supreme. He was that's a gangster and shit. He's still in jail and shit. And the 5 Percenters look at, I don't want to get too deep in it. Everybody is a god, in the 5 Percenters. Everybody is looked at as a god. It's deep. Still learning about it, man. Still learning about it. But Guru was another guy. He just passed away. He had some good. Him and DJ Preem. You lucky to have a guy like DJ Preem that's that's producing for you. And DJ Preem was lucky to have a guy like Guru who had the streets and who had the lyrics. Same thing for Pete Rock. He was lucky to have CL Smooth who can ride the beat a little bit. Producers Eric B and Rakim. You know, he was lucky to have guys who can really, producers and rap duos. They definitely went away. They definitely went away because not all the producers want to rap and produce their own records, but producer and rap duos was a beautiful thing, man. It's like you could put Kanye with a guy like I can't say a guy like ASAP Ferg, and they just do a whole album together. The shit'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? The shit'd be crazy. It'd be very, very crazy. Read this book, Queens Reign Supreme. 50 was a certified street dude. Queen, is that about the Supreme dude that yeah, he was Queens. He was Jamaican Queens. I think Al Prophet. I watched the little gangster shit documentaries, man. I can do a whole gangster channel on these documentaries, man. That was some good. His story. I didn't really get into it, but you go into it. It kind of you go before that Happy Mason and the dark skinned brother that Happy Mason went through, and he killed the cop, and I can't remember the brother's name, but it was deep though. It was a real deep. More Than Life was a playlist, not an album. Okay, I didn't like that shit. That's exactly what you're talking about. More Than Life. I ain't said I didn't like it. I just couldn't get jiggy with it. It would have made more enough money. It would rather make more money enough money to take care of my friends and family. Spit bars no one wants to hear. 50 forgot about him. Did he have Ghost Riders? 50 forgot. No, no. As far as the first album, I know he didn't. He didn't. He stole Ja Rule's style though, but he didn't have. As far as I heard, I didn't know he had Ghost Riders. Yeah, Premium American Gangster was dope. He put Murder Inc. Yeah, put up Murder Inc. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Yep. Yep. But yeah, 50. Eminem loved 50 Cent. You know, he powered a dollar. Some people say that's 50 Cent's second best album. That's the first album he came with before he got with Aftermath and Dre. So I mean, I've heard it. It's a great album. My second favorite 50 Cent album was the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. That shit was crazy, especially if you actually get the real version of Window Shopper. That's a very underrated diss track. He said niggas' names. Joe, you a window shopper. He said Jay-Z, Joe. This nigga was saying niggas' name. 50 didn't have no chill. Yeah, Pappy Mason, Prince Miller shot that cop. It changed the whole game. Yup. Them niggas, man, the mob and dope and cocaine and them, crack. Hold on, the mob and crack was responsible for the crack down in NYC. If you go to NYC, bro, if you legitimately go to NYC, bro, it's cops everywhere. It's the safest fucking place ever, bro. Because of the mob, and then the crack era really tore the apart, man. Ghetto Quran was that mixtape. In the club, and Cleveland Club was the 12 song. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I know they give niggas songs. I know, what was it? More Money, More Problems was Mace's song. It was one of them big songs. Was Mace's song, and they gave it to Big. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave it to Big and shit. You hear that shit happen a lot. J Lo and the L Cool J, one of them J Lo and Ja Rule songs. That was Ashanti singing. It wasn't J Lo singing. It was Ashanti singing, and they made her step in the background. You know what I'm saying? And let J Lo take the credit for it. Oh, you talking about Boone? Yeah, the little bald head motherfucker. Yeah, he was he was a part of the. He was actually one of those guys that was trying to kill White Boy Rick. And then something happened with what was it, not the Curry brothers, whoever he was running with, because he ran with several different teams, and they had killed his brother, and he went to jail trying to kill one of them. And White Boy Rick saw him in jail. He told White Boy Rick, like, I'm not trying to kill you no more. That shit done with. I don't even care about that shit no more. What's up, Punchline and Pugilisms, man? Yeah, man, I don't know why, man. I be getting like 7, 8 sports shit like 30 minutes late too, man. Right now I get my own shit too, man. And hold on, I might have got my own shit. Hold on. Nope, I ain't get my own shit. I ain't get my own, but I gotta let me see what time it is real quick. I gotta do one more stream on my other channel, and then around 6 o'clock, I'm gonna come back with the Cali Enigma and my boy from Colosso Boxing Talk. We gonna talk like state of the boxing. We're gonna try to run this for like 2 or 3 hours. There's a fight on tonight. You got Jerwin Acostas He's at what is it at? Hold on, man. I got the rankings up right now. You know, he's the dude that just signed the top rank, the new Filipino guy. They say that fight like Manny Pacquiao. You know, he fighting another Philippine fighter in Fresno. I don't know why the fuck they fighting in Fresno. You know what I'm saying? Jose Ramirez bitch ass ain't there. So, oh yeah, they fighting at a super flyweight, junior bantamweight tonight. And Khalid Jaffe. Now I want y'all to remember Khalid Jaffe and Jorin Acostas. They both fighting tonight. Co-featuring. It's on the ESPN Plus app with all the great pound for pound champions like Terrence Crawford fight. But I mean, I don't know if you can stream it. It might be on Box Nation, but they fighting in Fresno. But if they both win, they both going to unify their belts. And I've heard nothing but good things about Khalid Jaffe. And Jern Acostas, the motherfucker can fight. He can fight. He can fight though. So, you know, he can fight. You know, my dog knocking at the door. He jumped in my bed, so his ass can stay outside. He know not to jump in my bed. Maserati Rick, yep, I just watching a few on him. You know, his son look just like him, man. That shit crazy. His son look just like him. They was making real money, man. You know, but you know, money is the root of all evil, man. He got his name. Maserati Rick got his name because they used to compete and shit. And when niggas compete like that, trust me, it's a little bit of hatred right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, they was competing with each other, even though they was cool. Niggas, you know how niggas is though, man. You compete with a nigga say a little hate thing, and he pulled up with a Maserati, and it killed the parking lot of my Gucci boys. First 48 killed the parking lot, and he got with a, you know, he got the name Maserati Rick, but he got buried. He loved Benzes though. He got buried in a Mercedes-Benz casket. The dude he was running with, I think it was Demetrius Holloway. He faked his death a few times. He tried to, you know, get out the spotlight. Came back home to Broadway, downtown, and them niggas blew his head off. They killed Maserati Rick in the hospital. That was some hoe ass shit. You know, but it is what it is. Truth be told, Puff wanted to sign Big L before Biggie Smalls. That wouldn't have been a bad move. Big L was going crazy, you know. You know, I heard a freestyle that they had with him and Jay-Z in the booth. And Jay-Z, he probably would have killed 97% of other rappers in that booth that night. That just tell you what type of level Big L was on in the booth. His flow was like him and Big Pun and Biggie. They had the best flows I ever heard, man. You know, it was like they all had like them niggas on the whole track would have been crazy. It's just the flow they had, man. It was smooth. You know, you had Big L shit. It was just like it's like a good sprinter. You know, you ever see the good sprinter run? But it just like he not running that fast. He moving effortlessly. That was Big L's his rap. It was just laid back. Then you had Biggie that was like he had a rhythm to his shit like da 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 da. Then you had Big Pun that was kind of like Biggie, but he more his bars run over the cup a little bit more. Yeah, then it's, you know, then he'd slow down. Then they was all special though. Like New York, probably the best overall MCs and rappers. You know, because obviously it's big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, Wu-Tang get him a 36 motherfucking man advantage right there. So, but Ghost and Raekwon was, you know, then you had ODB, then Jizza, you know, what y'all know about Liquid Swords, what's going on in Marlo's Corner. Jizza was a motherfucker. Liquid Swords was great. A lot of people didn't like Method Man's Tactical because it was, they said it sounded basement-wise. It was good. It was a good album to me. Yeah, that Big L, yeah, that L and Jay-Z, but L was on his ass though, man. But to be fair, bro, Jack, you know, Big L had been heating up in the booth for a minute. Jay-Z had just came from a party. Yeah, I got mad love for Detroit and Chicago. Yeah, I'm gonna head to Chicago. Look at Brown Brothers, Demetrius Holloway, yeah. I worked with a nigga that ran with the Curry Boys. Nigga said he was facing like 50 years in jail and shit. OG from the block. I knew him before I worked with him. I love Jay, but L was murdering him. Yeah, but you remember Jay? L had been in the booth for like an hour. he was killing that shit. And Jay-Z walked in, but Jay-Z would have killed 97% of rappers though. Best Friends, Gang of Detroit, up. White Boy Rick, Demetrius Holloway. White Boy Rick could have just stayed snitching, nigga. He wouldn't even went to jail. But he started telling niggas business. He got a movie coming out in August, White Boy Rick. You know, he got his own movie. What about Twister? Like him? Yeah, I like Twister. Yeah, Twister. He outgrew Do or Die. Marlo's Corner in the building. That's the homie. They had a X-rated chat last night. Marlo's Corner. I walked in that bitch, and you had a girl on. You like, what the fuck that one of y'all motherfuckers? I don't know if it was you or Trey X. You had another brother on, I think too. I don't know what I had walked into. I don't know. They was talking. I mean, it wasn't boxing talk last night. You know what I'm saying? Ellie's is dope, like them old school cats. For me, yeah, Marlo's Corner is good. I'm about to, chop it up on another channel real quick. And I said, I might sneak another video or two in there today. It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, maybe 2 videos. I sneak more in here a day. Yeah, I watch battle rap. I ain't been watching it lately. Oh yeah, she was nice. Hell yeah, it caught me up a little bit while I was playing Call of Duty. Yeah, I watch battle rap. I ain't watched it lately though. Um, I like the DNA. What's the other cat? Charlie Clips. I like them too. That's the ones I like to watch battle, man. You know. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off, man. I told you we got a big state of the boxing, live stream coming later today around 6 ish, and yeah. Then after that, I might do another late night live stream, getting ready to go to midnights and shit. I'll be glad when I ain't gotta do this. I ain't gotta punch the clock full time no more, man. This shit can jump for them. I got some good things working in the works, dog. I'm definitely coming up with 2 different logos. So anybody that ever donated, super chat that I can remember, PayPal, which is the best way to donate because they don't tax me on the PayPal. But the super chat more convenient. I'll keep it up. I'm saying, whoever donated some shirts and possibly, eventually get some hats, and I'll start selling them, man, as well. They probably be $15 a shirt. That'd be nice, and probably every 6 months I come up with a different designer. Every week I take orders, man, and you send me the money. I send you the shirt, the hat, whatever. I got somebody that's designing and working on that when the logo done. So I have different colors. Shit, if you meet me out at the Brooklyn Barclays Center, if I go out there August 25th or any other fights, I plan on doing 2 or 3 more fights this year, probably 2. It depends if somebody fight in New York City or fight in Vegas in December, November. I might just give my daughter and my girl flight out there for the week or something like that. So, other than that, yeah, we got that coming. Radio show coming this fall for real. For real. We gonna put it together, man. And be like Dante, Boxing Nation, or the Boxing Voice or some shit like that, man. I'm getting a little panel together every week. Talk some boxing shit once a week. I'll pick a day. That's the oh yeah, the 3 tribe. Tribe Called Quest, a Midnight Marauder. I can't remember the other 2, but I would listen to that shit the other day too. Benito Applebaum, that shit is the dopest intro. That's the dopest like musical intro, man. You could just listen to that beat all day. That's up there with like Kool and the Gang, Summer Night Madness. That's up there with Papa Was a Rolling Stone, just instrumental intro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had good flow, but Jay had good flow, but just they was a little bit different. They flows was unique. Even Ghostface Killer had a unique flow as well too. Low End Theory, that was another one. But the tribe was dope. Fight Dog, shout out to him. RP. But yeah, we about to get up out of here. Don't forget all y'all boxing heads. Today around 6 o'clock. We on nigga time though. But Cali Enigma, he's usually on time, bro. So invite him over. And then Colossal Boxing Talk, he on Colossal Sports TV now. Y'all go follow that brother. He putting in work. We're gonna talk it up. Might get a person or two. Other people wanted to come on, but they got mad because people was in the chat, dissing one of the guys and shit. And I can't control that. That's why I got Wrench Gang. But it happens. It happens. They always welcome on the channel. I know the individual didn't care, but like I said, man, I give people a platform to say what they gotta say, because at the end of the day, man, like for niggas that been with me since I ain't had no subscribers, I ain't getting no shout outs, dog. You know what I'm saying? Nobody shout me out or invite me on their live stream, nigga. Then nobody know who I was. Basically it was, people that that rock with on social media or whatever, was saying that, basically I'm gonna say they were saying this, but they ain't think the shit was gonna jump like it jumped, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody's saying like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was one guy, it was one guy that we had conversations with, and it was sad, he's a good guy, but it wasn't a black guy. He was telling me like, it's gonna work. Because sometimes you build a channel to get off topic a little bit, and sometimes it don't go like you think it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Your channel, you be like, man, I'm still at 111, subscribers, man. But, I was innovative in how, and how I did the channel. Like, you just can't upload shit. You know what I'm saying? Upload shit and expect people just to come flock to it. Or you can't upload once a week and expect people to come flock with it. Just, oh yeah, we going to see that shit. No. YouTube don't respect you when you first come in as far as search and traffic. They not gonna give you the search and traffic. You got to build that yourself. You got to build a demand. So what I did was, I'm gonna give y'all a game right here. I ain't gonna get nobody else's game. You watch the video, you catch the internet, you get in the game. What I did was I started a platform first. I started a YouTube page first. I mean a Facebook page first. And I built that up. When I built that up, then not too long about it, I put the YouTube page in there. I was doing shit on YouTube, and I made a mistake one day. And what I did made a mistake is I used to put my videos in on my YouTube, on my Facebook page, and share them to different boxing groups and different people. But one day I made a mistake and uploaded. It was a Carl Frampton video. I uploaded it to Facebook as a full video, and then I put the link to the channel in the description, and I shared it. And a lot of people liked the video, and people even to this day will come to me and say, "Well, I miss when you used to upload the video straight to Facebook," which isn't an issue because it wasn't an issue until Facebook stopped letting me kind of upload the videos like that on a regular basis. But that got me traffic coming in from Facebook like that. So people, they still didn't even know I run this channel that I know. Like, damn, man, I know you run this channel. So it got me traffic here. So people was on Facebook like, man, I gotta check what he's saying on YouTube. So then they attached to the YouTube shit, you know what I'm saying? So now, now it's picking up. Now I'm not just happy with what's going on. So now what I'm doing now, I extended the branch to Instagram and Twitter now, and I break news and boxing memes on there. So now the traffic is coming from there. It's like you just can't upload videos and expect your channel to continue to grow. To grow. It's not gonna happen like that. You gotta hustle. I didn't have people invite me onto their live stream or stuff of that nature. I didn't have the backing of a Smoke City Mobcast, and people see me on there and say, well, I'll get a 500 extra subscribers, 100, just by going on there. I didn't have that. That shit didn't exist back then, you know what I'm saying? My shit was just strictly word of mouth and strictly hustle, dog. I hustled my ass off on this channel, man. I hustled my ass off, man. And my other channel, I'm about to go live on what's called Motor City Sports Talk and Detroit Sports Talk I do. My other channel, it taking off better than this one. I'm almost at 1,000. I only need like 200 or under 200 subscribers to get to 1,000. And that's just a testament of me using this method that I used to build this channel. It's hard to get into the YouTube game. It is hard because when you got all these other great boxing channels, what do you bring to the table that's gonna make you guys come to this channel? And there's other adjustments I made too. Okay, I didn't want to just talk boxing no more. I want to talk NBA sports, real politics. I want to share the game. So I expanded the channel, and it didn't work right away, but it continued to work. So it's about making adjustments, man. What made me different from Nine International Boxing Talk, Black Fight Fan? What made me different from True School Sports? I'm from Detroit. What made me different from them? I had to find my niche. And one of my greatest niches, even before I started YouTube, and when I had Jarrell come on from Classic Box Talk later on today, I told you we're going to do the big state of the boxing address. Big boxing live stream coming tonight. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I think. I don't know, hit the bell icon or reset the bell icon, like hit it and hit it again. Like try that. Reset the bell. Yeah, we talking boxing tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But what set me apart from other boxing channels was my research. My research game is cold. I learned that in college. How to research shit and how to dig shit up. So not only did I research, which me and Saul, shout out to Saul, we can get the same fucking information in the same article. But the way I'm able to read the article and really decipher the information is different from what you're going to get from another channel. And 9 times out of 10, it's legit. Like, when I'm telling you legit, it come to pass. Like, when I told people that Earl Spence and Danny Garcia had to fight each other. They was forced to fight each other. Then it came out, Earl Spence said it. Shout out to the homie Correa, RBTA Boxing Talk. The information that you get from me is sourced up. Like, when you get information from me, it's always a source link in the description. You know, sometimes if it's a rumor and I'm like, I won't put the source link in the description. I tell you that off here, like it's just a strong rumor. I don't do the clickbait stuff, man. You know, I'm gonna give you the real information, and 9 times out of 10, I'm the fastest out there. Fastest to get you the information. So, see, look, I can't come out on a story. Let's say Deontay Wilder breaks his foot going down the stairs. You know what I'm saying? You know, he breaks his foot. Okay. You know, and Boxing Ego talk about it first. That nigga got 100,000 fucking subscribers or some shit like that. Whatever you got. Okay. Um, you know, he come down and break his foot, right? And Boxing Ego talk about it first. You think they don't give a fuck if I talk about it? A nigga with 100 subscribers? Hell no. So you got to be first on some of the news, or you got to be unique in how you attack the game. You got to bring something that none of these other channels bring. You got to articulate. If most of these channels doing pic slides, you got to show your face a little bit, and that's the difference. There's a lot of channels that just do the picture slides, which is more convenient to break down and process, and there's other channels that just do the face recognition. I do both. So I always try to look at different ways to attack YouTube and try to change, you know. But I'm gonna read these last comments. It's good to change up the boxing talk. CJ, keep up, bro. Gotta go. Peace, Scotland. Scotland. Lee from Scotland. You're one of the only non-biased ones for me. Can't stand the boxer voice and ego. I used to watch Boxing Voice a long time ago. I just, got busy. I like Ego. He's straight. I'm from Flint, but was raised out in Long Beach. Okay. Yeah, Flint ain't nothing but up north. CJ good information. Why you don't be on the mob? Oh, I mean, when I first started, they didn't have a Smoke City Mobcast, So I never got invited to it though. I don't know how that goes, but I do. The dude that runs it, as far as a Junior, the Truth, I fuck with him though. I fuck with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not LDBC though. That's what people get it misconstrued. I'm just me. I don't have an issue with him. I work. I'm affiliated. I'm like Fanon. Like I work with him. I'm not opposed to joining the LDBC. It's just that I'm just me. It's different. Ego kind of diva attitude. Yeah, you gotta remember when you get that big, dog. I mean, look how big he is, bro. Of course, a lot of channels gonna change though. A lot of channels gonna change. When you got 100 subscribers and you got 100,000 subscribers, trust and believe me. When you start seeing those checks, and you start getting those credentials, you know what I'm saying? Of course, that nigga gonna act totally different. Haha David, it's beyond me how he's acting. You acting totally different. Shout out to Haha Davis. He from Detroit too, so. Of course, I mean, that's like you becoming a millionaire, bro. Boxing Ego don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? He works for himself, I believe. So, he felt like he on some bullshit. So he gonna be, his whole demeanor gonna change. But he's still giving good, good information, get good interviews. I mean, I don't have a problem with him, man. Him or Dante, I like them both. I personally don't fuck with Ego. Too emotional. Was feeling away. He cool, man. He cool. It's different though when you got a passion for something, Jose, man, and you really love this boxing shit, when you get to the level he on, and you know the truth, and niggas just keep saying the same shit, it get irritating. Right now, I got 4,000 something subscribers. Okay, that's cool. You go to 100,000, a whole bunch of niggas just trying to troll you. Of course, it's gonna be irritating, man. It's irritating. So I ain't gonna change. I'm not saying that I'm gonna change, but shit, I ain't gonna change shit. I am who I am. I won't change, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking on his behalf, though. Maybe that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? He feel like he a boss now, which he is. He's his own boss. He ain't got to work for nobody else, and, what he does works for him. I can't hate on him. I can't speak for him. Yeah, TBC. Yeah, Dante's a really good brother, man. He's really good. 7-8 is a good brother, too, man. When I was working with Colossal Boxing, so I used to do videos over there. We had probably like 300 subscribers. I can't really say at the time. It wasn't that much, but I asked him to come do a live show, and 7A Sport responded. He real dude, dog. He a real stand-up type. This is before he created the LDBC. So when I say it wasn't no Smoke City Mobcast when I first started, it wasn't no LDBC or Smoke City Mobcast either. This is 2014, I believe. It wasn't none of that. And I'm not saying to say this a diss or nothing. This legitimately wasn't that opportunity, but I gotta get out of here, man. Start a live stream. Remember, 6 o'clock, we're gonna talk boxing, man. Boxing for sure. And don't forget the Jordan Acosta fight coming on. If you don't have ESPN Plus app, They got a 7-day free trial. I'm saving my 7-day free trial for the Bud fight. But just I might get the ESPN Plus app tonight. It ain't number $5, so they got 7-day trial, so you can use a 7-day trial tonight, or you can wait for the Crawford fight and use a 7-day free trial. That's good money to bet on the Rockets tonight, but it ain't gonna happen. It's good money though. You're gonna make a lot of money. I think you make $12. Every dollar or something you make, it's a big pay. It's a big return on the Rockets tonight. If you was a betting man, you had like 400 or 500 to blow, you probably could change that to like 20, 30 bands like that. With the right bet. So, nah, I don't know, man. I got the Golden State Warriors still, man. This shit just so I can just predict these shows. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go live about basketball and sports later. Trust me. After the game tonight, I go live again. We do a basketball live stream. Hope Ticket TV don't get mad at the nigga.